Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining me. My name's Creekfront. Today we're going to be touring the guild hall for Tenacity. So dramatic, I know. Anyway, as I said, we're going to be touring the guild hall today. The guild halls are located in the neighborhood zones, the player housing areas. A zone that came out a few years ago for players to build their own houses and design their own layouts and furnish them the way they want, and to place all those various weapons that they no longer use, put them on the walls so that they have a use again. That's what the map looks like. And you got all central area here for buying things for furniture and houses and all kinds of different things. Hey you, where you going? Walking in front of me while I'm shooting? How rude. Now you better keep on walking, jeez. Man, how rude. Anyway, when you want to buy a plot, you come in here and you find an empty plot. This one's not empty, but it's close enough. And you plop your house down, you'll put it where you want it. Put it in the corner, you can put it in the other corner, you can put it in the middle, wherever you want. And you can make little pretty layouts, flowers and bushes and aqueducts. You even have little pets roaming around. There's another one there. Got a little walkway going up to their house. And some statue. And you've got a mailbox. Hey, we're here to see the guild hall today, so let's start moseying on over. The zone is quite big. You can get lost in it if you don't know where you're going. I hate using it. Or hate walking around, I mean. So let's take a look at this little device here. What's that? What's it look like? It kind of looks like a big giant spring. That's exactly what it is. And you've got all the different players that have houses here. All the different addresses. Anyway, we've got a guild hall here too. Turn off players. Make it easier to find. And click go. Are you ready? It's going to be fun. Hang on to your seats. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? I don't want to find a path. I want to use the thing. Aw. Well, I'm being duped. I think it's broken. Let's try it again. Hey, there we go. I can see my house from here. Just flying right to the address that you picked. You can see the guild hall's up on a hill here. Let's go take a look at it from a distance. Those cherry blossom trees are from the Japan tsunami and earthquake that happened a while back. EverQuest put those out on the marketplace to help raise some funds. Here you can see the guild hall ramparts that I built. Defense structure. We got some primitive woods on spikes to keep people away. I'll walk through there. There's the front door. We've got a nasty little pet there. You can even go up on the ramparts if you want. Hey, let's see. Here you can yell down and throw tar on people. Ask them, where'd you get those coconuts? What? From Mercia? The coconut's tropical. Go on about the differences between African and European swallows. Call them names and fart in their general directions. Tell them that their mother was a hamster and their father smelt of elderberry and all that whatnot. So that's outside the guild hall. Let's go knock on the door. Hello, anybody there? No answer. I'm just going to walk in. Let's go in. These doors are rusty. It takes a bit of time to open them and zone in. Once we're inside, we'll begin the tour. All right, we're inside 200 Guild Way, the Guild Hall for Tenacity. We have a weeping angel and a welcome gnome. Hello, buddy. High five. High five. Yeah. All right. This is the entrance. We're gonna go take a look on some of these rooms. Got some hallways and some rooms and more rooms. What's in here, I wonder? Nothing! There used to be something in here, but it got cleared out. So in the next room, I wonder. Door number 2. Got a wall with a table and some chairs. What kind of room is this? A sitting room? Oh, it's a bedroom. A couple beds for people to sleep in when they're not raiding. Or if someone gets injured, they can go have a rest. Let's see what's behind door number 3, shall we? Well, not much going on here, but we got some chests full of gold and loot. Where we put our hordes of stuff. The treasury. Always close the doors behind you. Well, we're not going to go in here yet. I'll bring you back to that later. I'll leave you into anticipation of what might be in there. We'll go in here. Let's see, let's have somebody made in here. I've got a little master suite. You got all the amenities of home. The crafting stations. I'll tell you what those are later in another part of the room, or the guild hall. Up here, you got looks like a dining room with a little bar. Trippy lava lamp to stare into. It never moves. I think if you stare at it long enough, maybe it will start to move. Maybe your eyes will play tricks on you and make it look like it's moving. Up here is the master bedroom. And they got bunk beds. So that's the master suite. Let's take a look now down the hall and go through door number 5. What's in here? Oh, not much. This is sarcophagus. And a little anchor. You'll see those all over the place. Those are for players that have placed them in the guild hall so they can pour it into the guild hall without having to run here. There's that room again that we're going to come back to. It's a really big room. That's why we're saving it for last. The next room. This is kind of like a middle chamber. Some weapons on the walls. More weapons, banners, acquired over our many days of gaming. And down here we have the basement, where we keep all our prisoners. We've got one there, that barbarian. He was caught stealing beer. He didn't want to leave a tip. So he goes in there and he's got a pot to piss in at least. See the pot? That's where you piss. Oh. Wonder what happened to that poor fellow. Forgot all about him. Did we not bring the food in or something? Somebody feed the prisoners! They're dying. Look at him. He's turned into a skeleton. Crying out loud. Well, at least his suffering's over. That poor fellow. We tortured a few people to death as well in here. He's probably used one of those implements of torture. Or another one from the sarcophagus. Moving on. Out of the dungeon. I don't like it down there. It's really damp and dingy. As you know, cats don't like the dampness. I am a cat person, as you can see from my ears poking through. Let's go up to the next level. What do we have? Some more art. Here we have a combat dummy. These things are kind of neat. These you can use for practicing your skills. Let's see what kind of damage you can do with them. Practice your burns, as we call them, to see what works best for you, what you can get the most output out of. And on this floor we have 6 more rooms, 4 small ones and a couple bigger ones. This one's empty. Maybe we'll make it into a barber shop, I don't know. There's another little bedroom or sick bay or something. Up here we have the offices for the guild leader and the raid leaders, their administrative duties. Our raid leader's an Ixar, so he needs to have a fire in there to keep him warm. Cold-blooded. There's an officer's table for discussions, discussing strategies and whatnot. What do we have in here? A monolith. I seem to remember there being something a lot more fancy in here, but I guess it's gone. Got some platforms and pillars. Not sure where they're from. We've got another little room with a fire in it, some boxes. It's kind of pretty. And she's hot. That's our librarian. I'll show you that later. That's the next room coming up. I was going to make it a surprise, but I kind of spoiled it. Open sesame. Oh, there's Furiona Vey. He's the leader of the good faction. If anybody's played H1Z1, that's another game that I'm probably going to be posting videos of later. There's a lot of EverQuest references in that game. You'll see things like Smed's mixed vegetables as a food item that you can find and eat in the game. That's named after John Smedley, the president of SOE. I guess now it's whatever, it's the new company that bought him out. Not sure what they're called. I can't remember. It's too early for me to have that imprinted in my brain yet. There's also some Furiona Vey references. There's a store named after her. So now you can put a face to that reference. Vishan's Peak also makes an appearance in H1Z1. Moving on, we've got another room here. This is a peaceful tranquility room for relaxing. There's a little altar and a tree that you can sit under. You sit under there and go, this is relaxing. Okay, enough relaxing. Next room, my favorite room, the library. Complete with drop-off box for your late returns even when the library is closed. But it's never closed. Inside the library, you can see the desks for checking out books. There's a little stamp there for stamping when you have to have them back. Nice table for studying at. All kinds of books. You've got your history, you've got your geography, you've got your science, you've got your math, you've got your adult literature, you've got your children's fiction, and of course, strategies and stratagems. And comic books in the middle. Upstairs, we have our non-fiction section. And all kinds of stories. And there's the librarian again. She's quite scary. If you return a book late, she'll come after you like the ghost librarian in Ghostbusters. I swear to you not. She will come after you. So bring back your books on time for your own sake. Unless you want to run out screaming like a little girl. And I'll demonstrate. You'll turn around and be like, oh my god, my book's late. Ah, don't eat me! Ah! I'll never get out of there alive. There's a little balcony. A little overview of the entrance area where we started. Let's go back around down these stairs. Go up through the middle door. Go back in this room again where there's the basement. You can kind of see that big room through the door there. What's that sign say, I wonder? Let's go find it. We'll go through here. It says Tenacity! Alright. It's the name of the guild. Tenacity. That's who we are. That's what we are. Let's go upstairs first before we take a look around there. Nice little wooden bridge. Let's go up a little bit more. What do we got? Gay centaur. Little teleportation room. This room has a secret in it. I'll show you it before we go back down there. We also have a bar. A full-size bar and floor room for getting your drunk on Sunday. The samurai, he's perpetually drunk, always drinking. Plenty of tables to sit at, or if you don't like drinking, there's a pipe there for your whatever. There's a bear skin. My friend Brad from Bronen Games actually killed that bear with a bow and arrow in H1Z1. We all thought he was crazy. We didn't think he was going to do it. We were all pretty sure he was going to die. But then he returned with that bear skin wrapped over his shoulders and proud as a pig in shit. We decided to put it in the bar. There's a little party room. We'll be quiet. Hi, baby bird. I love you. She wants to party. She wants some of the champagne, I think. What's that say? Grape of Wrath. Grapes of Wrath. Wrath is Wrath Mountains. A zone in the game. There's one of our strippers. She's waiting for somebody to put some money on the table so she can start dancing. Well, we have one more level up here, 1.5 more levels. Actually, there's a little gaming corner with checkers and chess. And some other games on the bookshelves. And everybody's favorite game up here, Dungeons and Dragons. We've got our miniature figurines with armor and weapons. We defeat the goblins and get the treasure. 1 goblin down, 6 more to go, 5 more to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got the rule books. Now that's the gaming room. Let's go take a look at that secret I was talking about. Now, I'm not even sure everybody in the guild knows about this secret, but to get in it, you've got to shrink yourself down. I'm going to turn into a goblin to do this. Boop! I just turned into a goblin. Gobbly, gobbly, goblin. Aren't I attractive looking? Isn't that a face only a mother could love? I think so. Okay. To get to the secret, gotta go up these little blocks. Past the hammock. When you look down here, you see a ledge. You want to drop down to the ledge. You cannot fall like that. Ow, that hurt. Now I gotta run all the way back up. Jeez. Jeez, Leon, what are you doing? Who taught you how to walk? Go back up, and around. Up some more. Let's try to do this without falling again this time. Onto the ledge. Turn around. Don't look down. I know I'm looking down. I'm going to jump up in here, and we're in the secret area. There's a dragon. Be careful. He bites. Do not get too close. He will spit fire at you and then bite whatever part he roasted. That's how that skeleton lost a limb. Brought him to play with the dragon. He got too close. Anyway, down to the main room. Geronimo! Ow. Here's the main room. This is where everybody likes to sit AFK, away from the keyboard, and find their, maybe get a random buff or two. As you can see, we are the Lollipop Guild as well. Magic Lollipop. We have bankers in here. We have a guild banker. We have a teleportation assistant. He controls where the teleporter goes. That's this thing here. You stand on it and it whisks you away to your destination. On the walls, we got all kinds of weapons and shields that we've collected over the years. Lots of awards that you get from beating raids, like the tree, or some trophies, pirate ship, grandfather clock. That was a fun raid. The boss is a clock. Here we have a trade skill hall for when you want to do trade skills in the game. There's poisons for rogues. There's fishing table for everybody who wants to fish. There's tailoring for making cloth armor. There's a tinkering table for the gnomes. But those crafty gnomes, you can't trust them. This one obviously had something go wrong. It's still on fire and smoldering. Should probably throw some water on that. There's an alchemy table for the shamans making their potions. We have an oven for cooking, baking, with fresh bread. We have a jeweler's table for making jewelry. And there's pottery table for the pottery. And we have parcel delivery people and a tribute master. Tribute master, you can sell your items to him and he'll give you different benefits when you turn it on. You can also send players items if you want, and that's where they pick them up. Go over to him and he'll have your item for you, or she. Hey, there's a couple players. Who do we got here? Let's see. There's Ty. He's just chilling out, floating in the air. And we have Eminent. There's Eminent, moping around. Hey, Eminent. Hey, Ty. How's it going? They probably can't hear me because they're AFK. And there's no voice chat in the game. There is, but we don't use it. That's never been stable. We always use a third-party client for that. There's another parcel delivery guy. Or girl, obviously. Guy. There's the mailbox, and there's a parcel waiting to be picked up. More strippers. We do love our strippers here in Tenacity. It's Tenacity, not 10 nasty. We're pretty nasty, but we're not 10 times that nasty. Well, maybe we are, but we're still Tenacity. We like our drinking so much that we have several bars in the guild hall. This is one of 3. I think there's 3. There might be 4th that I'm not remembering, but we love to get our drink on and then dance and party to music played by Freaky Hands. Relatives of Thing from the Addams Family. Well, then that's the guild hall. That's everything to see. I've got a little bit more over here I want to show you. Forgot about this. This is our brew table for making alcohol, and as you can see, we've been quite busy. We've got 19 barrels of ale, all different kinds, and wine, and champagne, and spirits, and ports, and fortified wines, and fortified beers, and whatever kind of alcohol you can think of. We got it, because we like to drink. There's a miniature crafting table where we make all those miniatures for the D&D tables. And this is our art corner. We have all the art from the game. Let's see how many of these I can remember. I see Shadows of Luclin, or however you want to say it. Can't remember. This one I think is Omens of War. No, this one's Omens of War. I don't remember. This one's Velius. I think this is another early one. This one comes from Legacy of Kesha. I think this is the original artwork. And it's another one I can't remember. I know the expansion, I just can't remember which one it is. But most of them are from the box art, so they're concept arts. Throne of A is featured a lot. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there she is again. 7, you can't really tell it's her. 8. Oh, there she is again back here. 9. 10, she's right there. 11, there she is again. Fighting Antonius Bale. That's the name of the leader of the bad faction. And good and evil. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour of the Guild Hall. Thank you for watching. And as always, have a good night. Cheers. Salut. Bon voyage.